on stream. I know you're functioning. Don't act like you don't exist. Thank you. Gotcha. Some really intense music in this. Okay. And now I can kind of see chat. Okay. Alright. Boop. Alright, I do believe everything is... Oh, fork. Oh, hello there, Josh. You're a new face. Unless I'm terribly mistaken and have forgotten you, but pretty sure you're a new face, I think. Ah, Hadriex, always so sure of himself, always so confident in his perceptions and his memory. What was I talking about again? Ah, yes. Which team should we send out today? Yo! Well, you know what? Team 2, aside from Robin, Team 2 looks like they could use some exercise. We still have a cleric in this team? Well, now that can't be right. I need you. I can fix you. I think we should take a moment to fix this. Yes. Yes, okay, hold on. We'll come back to that. The zombie dragon and the Tiamat. You know what? Looks to me like you could use a piece of equipment. How about a falafel? No, it's only four int. A battle? No. A kuka? No. Ah, libel! Yes! You shall sue your opponents for libel. Of course. Pretty sure that int is what makes your evil wing hurt. So, very happy to give you that. Ah! Oh yes, there's something important we have to fix. So, I'm actually going to give the falafel to this vampire. So, that integer overflow thing bothers me. I don't like it. It feels too much like exploit and cheatery. So, as cool as it is to have a vampire that's immune to white damage instead of having it be their weakness, no. He's going to have to make do with a big-ass sword that he can suck the blood off of after fights. A Cleric of Talos. Ooh, now that would be so cool, man. I wonder if there are ROM hacks of this game. I haven't checked. I bet that there could... But there probably aren't because it's obscure. But there could be really cool ones. Alright, so what I'm going to do is... I'm going to swap... I guess I'll bop Robin out for a minute. And instead... Do I have a spare Raven Man? Yes, in fact, I do. Alright, that's fine. Actually, I also have to suck out this. This is also a problem. Okay. If this cleric beats one undead, that should be enough to make her maybe two. Maybe two, and she'll be a monk. Definitely worth taking a moment to do. So we'll just do that real fast. Just a tiny bit, just a little bit of grinding. Just a smidge. And then we'll come back to organizing the teams and picking our next battle. I don't know, a shrine could be really cool. There might be something special here. Maybe a chaos gate. But I really want to check out these ruins. I've been wanting to find out what the ruined city is. Probably going to be another map full of greenery. But I want to see it. Anyway, let's take a moment to visit Shulamana. Now, the good news is, this cleric is very unlikely to miss multiple times. This was a real problem when grinding the mages, is they'd miss their one attack, and it was terrible. Okay, let me see. I need... No, sorry, wrong one. Dennis! Ah, yes! Dennis! This is expensive. I should have pulled more people out. But it's not that expensive. We're flying, so we should get here quick. And I believe I have one chime. So this should be relatively painless. Not like when I had a lone wizard walking through the mountains and hills and everything. You know what? It's worth a peek. Let me check real quick. I'll just pop open Firefox. Ogre Battle ROM hack and just see what comes up. ROMhacking.net! One of my favorite sites. We have Ogre Battle compressed graphics locations. ROM data, ROM map. Oh, here we go. There are 6 hacks. One of them is a bug fix hack, and the other 5 are listed as improvements. We've got Ogre Battle Reloaded, Ogre Battle Hard Type, Ogre Battle Army Balancing Mod, Dragon Master Fix, and Ogre Battle version 1.02. So, the last one was done in 2012. Yeah, I know, I should be doing my grind, but this is worth a quick peek. So, Ogre Battle 1.02 offers tweaked stat growth and modified job trees. Dragon Masters are female, skeletons and ghosts can evolve, because the creator can't change items yet. Okay. Weird. Anyway, very small stuff. Nothing too exciting. Let's try Ogre Battle Reloaded! This patch sets additional items and additional classes in the ROM, which is an extension of the original game. It has set higher positions such as Arc Samurai, also a formula change of healing and movement speed, and an introduction of a fatigue system. Now, a fatigue system is an interesting choice. I don't know whether that would be good or terrible, but that looks to be, of the ones listed, that looks to be the best. I don't know. None of the others sound that interesting to me unless you're into hard type. The hard type promises very extensive changes. 2 new classes. Massive buffs to large units. I feel kind of like they might be able to use that. No more tribute gold. Units are now free to deploy and upkeep. Boy, they massively changed. Hard type did a lot. Maybe hard type is the biggest overhaul then. Okay, so now we know. Fatigue systems can be terrible. And usually are. But sometimes... I'm just gonna go to Breath of the Wild. Imagine Breath of the Wild with no fatigue system. You could just climb up any mountain from the moment you turn the game on. I wish it rained less often, but otherwise I think the fatigue system was such a part of the game. Like, fatigue systems can add to your game. It's just that they often don't. Alright, let's try this. So I had one chime. So this should get us what we need. Yeah, there's a few others on that site, but that looked to be the best. Okay, get him! No! What the hell? No! What was that? What? Oh shit, what do you have equipped? How dare you? You ruined everything. What the hell? 1 sec. You had a kuka. Alright. I fixed this. I fixed that. Didn't happen. That didn't happen. I mean, it also kind of worked in the Long War. You guys know I'm a big Long War fan. To make you swap units out, you could send a guy who was fatigued into battle again, but afterwards he'd take an injury after the battle. So you had to give your troops rest. Alright, we'll fix this. We'll fix this. Alright. You know what? This isn't hard to fix. Alright, boop boop. Alright, all I need to do... If he's using Inferno, it won't matter what he's got equipped, right? But of course I have to go further. Because of course I do. Okay. What were the odds? You know what I'm going to give you? I'm going to give you the shitty slicing sword. I bet that's not light element. Alright. There. Everything had gone so perfect. We had chimed in the undead. Everything was... And then... Boom! What the hell? Oh my gosh. Okay. That swordsman better not have something weird equipped. I'll check him too, just to be sure. Just to be sure. You there. What's that you're wearing? A hero's sword? I don't know what element a hero's sword is. But I'm willing to bet that if you were equipping a nothing instead, that it would be a lot safer. So here you go. Please equip this nothing. Okay. There we go. I have no idea. All I know is one of the games said it added a fatigue system. Not the one well, I don't think it was the one I sent you. I think it was one of the others. It might be the one I sent you. I don't know. I tossed you a link to the one that sounded the best. But there were others. I have no idea what sort of fatigue system they implemented. Maybe it was getting into too many battles in a row. You would have to rest between them. I got no clue. Alright. Let's try this again. Okay. Man, I hope I found a city that sells those, and I hope they're $100 a piece, so I can buy a shit ton. Yeah. Come on, you're the only cleric that's not a monk. Better not. Don't even think about it. Hold on. Let's make sure we hit. I don't want any bullshit where we miss the entire fight. Alright? I'm willing to burn a card for this. Oh no! Why? Well, there's not really much else I can do. Do you get a third shot? I could kill it with judgment, but that doesn't help me any. Am I willing to burn an emperor? I don't know if she gets 2 or 3 heals. I think it's 2. Fine, whatever. I played a star card. She can't keep missing. I am spending really good cards on this. My chime, my star, lots of good stuff. Alright. Let's have a peek. 65. I don't think that's good enough. I think she needs to kill a second. Doggone it. I think she needs to bring another one down. What do you guys think? Do you think she can... I think she has to. And unless there are undead in the next map... Well, I have another Emperor card. I could take a couple pulls. No, that's not going to help. Oh my gosh. Nah, none of those are going to help any. Oh well, it's worth a shot. I do wish I'd get some more chimes. Need a... Ah, my gosh. Freaking 70. Yeah, that's what I thought. I need one more for her. I mean, I guess I could go someplace else to hunt undead, but... Please just give it to me. This actually can take days. But I was never flying while searching. I was always on the ground, moving slower. She's level 18. So I could probably take her to the other swamp. The other map where I fought undead. What was it? The ruins? I think it was the ruins of something. Shit, I forget where it was. But there was a map that had far more common swamp encounters. I hate this tiny swamp. It's the bane of my existence. Oh, my gosh. We got one quick. Okay. Don't miss! You hearing me? You leveled up. You should be able to hit a ghost. You're a priest. You're doing an exorcism. It shouldn't be that hard. It's literally in your job description. Oh my gosh, I hate this. Do I really not have another star? No, of course not. I have a moon? None of this. I'll have to burn my other emperor. Please? Oh, thank goodness. Well, I guess it's nice everyone's leveling up. Although this game level up seemed to me more... Oh my gosh! We hit the jackpot! Alright, we're good? Now here's one hit point left. Level ups! Everything we could want. That was that was so much smoother. That grind was amazing. Alright, are you high enough level to be a monk? Probably not, but that's fine. You have everything you need to... Nope, you're all the way. Okay, that is a massive improvement. This team just got so much better. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put Robin back in. Yes. And I'm then going to formation this. Ah, this team looks so good now. I mean, I kind of miss the pumpkin, but I think air travel is better. Okay! So, do we want to give the stick to Robin? Well, Robin has 146. And I think that's good enough. I think that's enough intelligence. Alright. Hey there, rock lobster. I need an undead ring so I can make this guy a lich. But he'll have to make do with sorcery. You know, I heard the weirdest thing about 5th edition the other day. Sorcerers are apparently the masters of meta magic now. Apparently. Anyway, that just weirds me out, because they were always the worst at meta magic. I remember when they weren't even capable of quickening a spell, period. Alright, so... we're going to go to our next map. Team 2 is going to come out and get some exercise. Team 4, they did a lot. We're going to try to pick teams that haven't been out much lately. I guess teams 4. Personally, I'm not a big fan of Team 6. It's alright, but it doesn't have any oomph. This is actually a survival team. Like, they fly out somewhere and then they just act as a brick wall. They're useful, but not my favorite. Anyway, we'll go with 2, we'll go with 6. You guys... No. Not you. I wonder if this map will be aquatic. Well, not if I go with the flying one. This team just did everything. Look at this, level 24, Charlie the Lich. I need an aquatic map. New plan. Let's go find someplace wet. Teams 13. Teams 13 and 15. Actually, I really want to swap these paladins out. What can a Nixie carry in the water? I want this to be an aquatic team. What can I swap out? You know, I kind of want to give them a couple of ghosts. Alright. And we've got the angels. I want the silver dragons to get play too. Hopefully evil and wet. I've got a witch in this bank right now. I bet a witch is lighter than a paladin. But they'd want to be in the back row. That's no good. I've got a lot of good things back there. I've even got a fairy that's got missile. Surely I have to put that in somewhere, right? Oh, I could swap out a samurai for a missile fairy on this team. That'd be pretty good. I mean, this team is pretty brutal the way it is. I do like this team. That's tough. So many of these teams are so filled out at this point. Oh, here's what I'm going to do. Oh yeah, this team. Yeah, never mind. It can't be that team. Yeah, that team is for town collecting specifically. I don't know what to do. I have a fairy. I've got at least 2 teams worth of people just lying around. Here. You know, I used to keep you with the flying unit, but I've repositioned that someplace else. Well, actually, no, I haven't. It's still there. Arrgh. Got so much good stuff. So much good stuff. But I'm trying not to use him. Makes sense in that team to have the Halloween. I don't have a place for it right now. I just don't. Alright, well, whatever. We're going to see if we can find an aquatic map. If not, we'll just find someplace. Yeah, these are all the units I've built through the game, and I've built and organized them into teams. Yeah, bunch of stuff. I really want a map with water. I don't know if the shrine is going to be wet enough. Let's just take a look at a couple of maps and see what they look like. I want a map where I can work with water units. Oh, Grail. What's this now? Oh yeah, this is perfect. Oh yeah, this is a perfect mission. Alright, here's what we're doing. Alright, so I'm gonna deploy immediately this team. Yeah. They're probably gonna immediately spread to that island to the left. Okay. This team through the air. Alright, next up. Yeah, we'll go ahead and run this team. I really wish I had something lightweight I could put in front of the Nixies, but I just don't know. I just don't know what they can carry. But I really want them to be aquatic, that team. It's really annoying that the Knights override them. City of Xandu? I don't think I've even found a City of Xandu. Anyway, if I can bring Blake out, I'll be super happy. Let's have Land's team collect the towns as usual. This map is large, but most of it's water. Ooh, it's wide, too. I think this map won't be too bad, though. I'm not seeing a lot of cities, so there's probably hidden cities everywhere. I'm going to keep my main character in the capital again. I'm going to try to just do that from now on. I'm trying not to use him, but so long as I've got good cards, there's nothing to worry about. Did we just slow down? What? Did the currents turn against you? Should be moving fast. Wow, Nixies can't carry shit. How am I supposed to build an aquatic team around them, then? There are many legends about the Grail in this area. If you want to know more, go to the city of Martinique. It's on an island to the north. I forget which. Oh, okay, so we should be looking for it, huh? There's a lot of islands to the north. Well, maybe I can have my main character snoop around looking for it. There's probably nothing is going to get through my net to take my city there. Of course, it's going to be a long swim. It's going to move very slow. Whoa, okay, what do we got going on here? Alright, okay, they're full Kraken. Alright, a wizard on a river and back. Oh my gosh. Nixies and Kraken. This is actually going to be tough. Well, as long as it's not like the Grail in Heroes 3, where he has some crazy building that gives him some obscene bonus. Alright. I kind of feel like they would be resistant to water attacks. Like, I'd be better off just hitting them with the tentacle attacks. I'm not very confident in this battle. Oh, okay, if I play that card, I win. Oh, was I full up? I didn't even realize it. Throw away the death card, yeah. Get that out of there. Alright. Oh, boy. Everything they have is flying or aquatic. Can't say I'm surprised, but, honestly, I have a feeling that this army is kind of neutral. So I guess I won't be using my good dragons after all. Pity. I really wanted to. So if they're both weight 2, what happens? If I put the Pumpkin Man with them, who would win? Let's think about this for a second. I think we're okay. I'll go ahead and run strength. I think we got the win. Maybe. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Ah. Thank you. Anyway, I confirmed that Maelstrom isn't going to work very well against these enemies. Better to stick to the tentacle attacks. Nice. I'm not sure. Maybe? I just don't have anybody who can use lightning in the area. All heal. I was gonna try switching my units around, but alright, fine, I guess this is what we're doing now. In this case, I'm gonna use... I'm gonna pull the wizard forward. Screw that wizard. I don't want him pulling any shit from the back row. Pity any ships in the area of their battle. No, actually, because cephalopods have no bones, they're not very good in a fight. They're actually kind of weak. Surprisingly, as much as we love the image of a kraken wrapping its tentacles around a ship and crushing it, the reality is, as often is, disappointing. I mean, if they could crush ships, they wouldn't get eaten by whales all the time, right? I mean, they're still terrifying. But, could definitely drag you under and drown you and then eat you. But, I'm afraid that 4 kraken fighting each other would be indistinguishable from 4 kraken in an orgy. You really wouldn't be able to tell what you're looking at. Ah, dear. Alright. Yeah. Jeez. Is that samurai and ninja? Alright. Alright, here's what we're gonna go with. You're gonna swoop in and catch that. I no longer believe anything is coming to this island. You're gonna get in on this as well. I have a handful of good cards, but that's only gonna take us so far with this team. This team doesn't have the strength to really... actually, I can play a little trick on them. Yeah, I'm gonna hold my cards. Okay. And now that we weathered the ice storm, we're gonna go into berserker mode. As much damage as you can do, guys. Hmm, 28. Oh, actually, it does do a decent amount of damage. Maybe I should switch them to the back row for all the fights. Because the other fights have more units than this one. This one only has 3 targets. Now, if you want a terrifying sea creature, go with the jellyfish. Jellyfish will F you up. Jellyfish are freaking monsters. I once wrote an adventure for D&D, well, I guess it would have been technically for Pathfinder, where I gave commoners, just basically they took jellyfish and put them in bladders with a little bit of salt water and shit so they wouldn't dry out, die too quick, and they just sling those at you. Just like, yeah, it doesn't matter that they're commoners and you have class levels. You're not going to want to get hit by one of those, and it's a touch attack. Yeah. Terrifying. If anything, I made the DCs lower than they should really be. Surprising how rare fiction, aside from Metroids, how rare fiction throws terrifying, oh, that's a Dragoner. Really? I got attacked by a neutral unit in all this? Make friends with Carrick? Hooray! Okay, dragons? Dragons. This is the first time they've sent a Dragoner with dragons. But you know what? I don't mind because it's not a monk. Alright, well, go deal with that. There's a reason I put you on that island. Ah. I knew a guy who was raised here. We're in the middle of Alaska. I mean, okay, we do have seagulls for some reason. I don't know why, but we're like a bajillion miles away from the ocean. But he had a deep-seated phobia of deep water. Yeah. I had my own phobias, so, you know, I don't throw shade at anyone. Phobias are not fun and they're not fair. They're just something that you get. It's like, surprise, you have this. Oh, great. Thanks. Thanks, brain. Just what I needed. No gnomes. No gnomes that I'm aware of. We do get fairies, though. They're super useless until spontaneously they stop being useless and become dangerous as all hell. That was a very poor showing. As I mentioned, this is not really a combat team, but they really don't have the tools to hurt those. I think those are going to get away. They're also super, well, a little underleveled. It's not too bad. Alright. I remember when 4th edition D&D came out, and they tried to spin it as a positive that gnomes were no longer a playable race in the player's handbook. They made advertisements. I'm a monster now, rawr, and stuff like that. I'm just like, you can't spin this as a positive, Wizards of the Coast. No one's gonna, no. No one's gonna accept that. It's not a positive that you removed the gnomes, that you downgraded them. Ah. Hey there, Lily. How's life treating you these days? learn anything new lately? That's a question that should get asked more often. That should be a casual conversation question. Really? I probably won't then. But I'll fight him anyway. Okay, I think we're gonna slaughter this group. Here comes the lightning. Yep, targeting the guy with the whip. I figured you would. You want to take it down, my leader. Oh, your bonk is actually hard enough to hurt them. Oh shit, please don't tell me that we can't hit flying units with this. I think that was a thing. Oh crap. Oh, okay, no, that wasn't a thing. Okay, they're just dodgy as all hell. Okay, alright. You know, I really don't think that a whip would be effective if that thing got underwater. I imagine the whip would be about the least useful weapon underwater, short of a flamethrower. Flamethrowers are really effective under the sea. Unless you have a very effective flamethrower indeed. I didn't know there was a word for the smell of rain. Now that's fascinating. I have a feeling that's the kind of thing that I can't use, though. I'd write that in a novel and people would be like, Pettichore? What the hell is Pettichore? Not eating in 2 days. Can't recommend it. Unless you're deliberately fasting, which it sounds like you're definitely not. I don't know now. A wet whip might be more effective, actually. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure that after one time cracking the whip, though, you'd have probably gotten most of the water out. I guess it depends on what the whip is made out of. If it's made out of leather, it's very different than it's made out of braided cord with broken glass and nails in it. I mean, I know that Simon Belmont soaks his whips in holy water, but, well, I hope things get better for you. That's just YouTube being YouTube again. YouTube, do your job. I would have never known how bad the chat system is if I hadn't kept the chat underneath my stream, what I see. I honestly was shocked by how different the chat can be for different people. Some of it is, well, some of it's blatant censorship, depending on the country you're in, and some of it, sometimes it's just inexplicable. It's just like, YouTube chat is broken. Huh. Call up Scalagram. He's the kind of guy who would investigate all those kinds of things. He would test the whips on different practice dummies and shit and tell us which ones are the best. I've mentioned before, like, I've watched a bunch of his videos, but I really liked his one where he did chakrams. That was highly educational. Fascinating. Lying to the north is a shrine of Kylin, which is now a fortress. Okay. It's not a strategically important area. I wonder why the Empire's here. If it's not strategically important, why am I here? Better question. Jeez, look at all these islands, but no towns. Am I gonna lose money every turn I spend here? There's only 3 visible towns. Now I know that's not right. Maybe I should try to wrap this one up real quick. There's got to be a shit ton of hidden towns. We're gonna have to search. One sec, hold on. Have to think for a second. This is a bad situation. I feel like this isn't the best use of this card. Yeah, I actually don't have a board right now for venting. Huh. I don't have any good place for just ranting. Maybe I should make one for that. Oh my gosh, they can heal me when they're confused. That's awesome! I never thought of that. Anyway, yeah. You could vent in the politics board! Except, I don't know. I never go there. I wouldn't even see it. Who's to say it's not political? Who's to say what is and isn't? It's such a vague term, after all. The stuns are actually detrimental to me right now, since I played that card. Good grief. Yeah, it's gotta have a ton of settlements hidden. It's news to me. I didn't know you could do anything. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is the time for the moon. Yep. This is basically the healer and 2 dragon stack that I have come to loathe. Actually, with the... Maybe this team didn't really need me to do that. Come to think of it, this team doesn't really care that you're hiding in the back. I should have just blasted you with Hermit. Oh well, what's done is done. Let's see if the whip can finish her off. Do flying units get a bonus at dodging Maelstrom? You know, it's fine. I'm glad I played Moon. It's fine. I don't know. Sometimes I think about what if I got a different chat program that we used instead of using YouTube's live chat. But it's just inconvenient because then everyone would have to get onto it and, you know, it's just inconvenient. But I think about things like that sometimes. If I could do whatever I wanted, I would totally just put a Discord channel and put that below me. And then people could post pictures or whatever they wanted, and it would be awesome! But you already know what the problem with that is. If people could post pictures, people would post things that would get my channel banned. Because it's the internet. It would be so cool to have images and the whole 9 yards. None of the, you know, but there's just no getting around it. YouTube would devour me if I tried. Okay, this has to be dealt with. This. Yeah, that cannot be allowed to slip by. In fact, I'm gonna have to burn good cards to make sure. Very good to get a moon. Glad to have that back. Don't care for you. I can work with this. Okay, that's bad. Oh my gosh. You dicks. Okay, they're gonna go heal. You know what? As long as you're fighting in the water, that's fine. I may have to pull another team up. You're gonna claim that city, and then you're gonna sit on it and try to hatch it like an egg. That's your duty. I have tried to use services other than YouTube. Ugh. And sooner or later, someday, someone will give me the solution. I don't care if it's a much smaller platform. Someday I'll find something that meets all my needs. And we'll move there. And then we can be as wild as we want, without fear. Alright, guys. You're giving a really shoddy performance so far. These aren't exactly evil. I'm pretty sure fire would be a mistake. Justice! Frost damage! Yeah. As I said, if you could get away from a place like... If you could just go to a place that's not so moderated, it wouldn't matter if somebody wanted to ruin things. Because they couldn't. You'd just be like, oh, this person's annoying. Blocked. And then it wouldn't matter. But on YouTube, they'd punish you for things other people do. Same with Twitch. There's no good answer on that. Yeah. I mean, I've thought about doing like carefully gatekeeping who's in the board and who isn't, but at that point, I mean, by the time you've done that, it's like, oh great, well now I only have a small fraction of my audience who can use chat. And that's stupid. Because not everyone has Discord to begin with. Okay, I'm gonna have to send somebody to catch that bird down there. I have no boots left, so... sure what to do in this situation. I think I'm just gonna let this play out. Oh, well, I just can't let anyone upgrade then. It's not even let us think of the children. It's not even that. I mean, I could understand that. It's just... it's stupid. It's just rampant stupidity. Wow, you guys completely failed to do anything here. I get you're a little under-leveled, but this is inexcusable. I mean, you're doing damage and receiving no damage, and that's great, but... Sort of. But, could have at least killed the octopus. I'd have been happy. Right. I have no boots. This is a big problem. If that Birdman goes here, I'm in for it. Alright, I have to send out another team. Who do I have that can move through the air? That's what it's going to come down to. I could send the vampires out again. Night is coming. Oh my gosh, almost all these teams are ground. Ah, the Angels! I don't know if this is the best time for them, but... Where the hell did he end up? You know what? Go back to my capital. You are so slow. Kappa. Yeah. I love the terminal montage Kappa video. He has the most hilarious Kappa video. Ah, jeez. Yeah. Terminal montage just put out a video the other day, too. I think it was yesterday. Hey, I am not unwilling to upload Let's Plays to that site. The site that you mentioned. I wouldn't even care. If I could just do my regular videos and shit, I'd just be like, yeah, sure, whatever. But, yeah. I just, you know, I don't want anything too complicated. I just want to be able to have a certain number of features that function. You know, being petrified in the ocean should be an auto kill, because you sink straight to the bottom of the sea. Yeah. Apparently OnlyFans thinks it's going to be the next YouTube, somehow. And they're trying to remove all of the, let's say, risque content. I talked about that the other day. Throwing away your existing audience to chase an audience that you don't have. That never works. But hey, maybe if they do get the $1 billion of venture capital thereafter, maybe they will become a YouTube competitor. Until the crushing debt destroys their entire company, but, you know, whatever. I think that there would be less to explain at that point. It's just like, oh, I'm at this, I'm using this site. There's been a lot of memes. Used to be memes where somebody's watching something that's hard to explain, and so instead, when somebody walks in, they just, it's porn. It's just easier to explain it that way. I think that meme's dead now, but that was a meme for a while. Unless the yes, of course. Things that float in water. Ducks, logs, very small rocks. Okay, you're right. Actually, there are some volcanic rocks that float. I have no attachment. I have no feelings either way to OnlyFans. I've never been there. I have no feelings on it either way. I don't care. Oh no, people are using their looks to generate income. Okay. Alright then. I don't care. Oh no, people are being terribly stupid and tricked out of their money. Okay. I mean... there are so many ways in this world people trick other people out of their money. I have no feelings on it. I'm mildly curious about the VTubers. I've noticed that YouTube is actually recommending them to me now, even though I've never clicked on one. There's some kind of shark girl or something. I am mildly curious to find out what that's all about. But I have a feeling it's just going to be a Let's Play with, like, a CG puppet. I'm 99% sure that's all I'll find. There we go. I mean, I don't think it's good for any of the people involved, but I mean, that's just my opinion. There are so many things in this world that I don't think are good for people. So what? That's my opinion on those things. Yeah, that admittedly is something that's beyond my comprehension as well. Because I do understand that there's an infinite well of all that stuff for free. Alright, I am very concerned about this Birdman. I think he's going for this town over here. I really wish I had boots right now. I think one of them does impressions of different characters. One of the VTubers. They're called VTubers, right? I think they're called VTubers. You guys know what I'm talking about. The Shark Girl and the others. Anyway. I believe one of them does different characters and then does like internet searches of that character so they can do that character reacting to what the internet search results are. Now that sounds entertaining to me. I might be willing to watch a few of those. Ah, dear. Where are you going? You're going south? You're flying south for the winter? There's nothing directly south of you. Give me clearly... Just tell me where you're going. I just need to know what your destination is and I can react accordingly. I can't react when your moves are ambiguous. Man, YouTube is gonna destroy me for the conversation going on in my chat. Let's just hope the bots don't notice. Or don't notice 6 months from now. And delete me then. Somebody did a breakdown. Somebody somewhere did a breakdown of like 500 Tinder dates they were on or something, and they just broke it down as like statistics, and it was like, I forget the number, but it was something insane. Like 200 of them were just attempting to get him to go onto an OnlyFans account or something. I forget the details now. I just remember that being the thing that surprised me. Like, wait a minute. They're using Tinder to... Oh yeah, of course they would. Obviously they would. Of course. Well... Oh my gosh. Alright, hold on. Lance has finished moving. He's covered. Okay. That's about right. You're on the move again. Alright, we caught this. Good. Alright, you need to finish this off or it'll regenerate. No problems here. This is probably the strongest team I have out. I should probably move them as close to the enemy city as I can so they can cut off more of this crap. Although, they would be pretty good if I kept them in the back, catching enemies that I damaged. But I'd have to move the Kraken further. Honestly, I just need to get a handle on the situation for now. Let's try moving in close. Multiple websites trying to promote something in a current time. Oh, man. Hey, if it's the kind of person who's gonna make that video in the first place, you know... As I've said, this world is full of people who make life decisions that I would not. Probably need to put those two in front if I'm to confront these Kraken again. Swirlies do not kill Krakens. But that does. Got it. Alright, here's what I need to do. Boop. You guys haven't been gaining as many levels as I expected, considering how under-leveled you are. What? People are weird, man. I understand that fetishes are a thing, and that you really don't have a whole lot of control over which ones you have. You're not entirely in control of what you're attracted to. I do understand that. But damn, people are weird. Alright. Oh my gosh, I am absolutely not in control of what's happening on this battlefield. Alright, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on what's happening here. Looks like this guy's gonna crash into this guy. I accept that battle. In fact, I even encourage it. Somebody out there is gonna have the cojones to create a site that's just called Only Porn, and that's and just take in all the ones who are kicked off. I say that as a joke, but I mean, it's well within the realm of possibility. I wish I had... Oh, I do have another moon. Perfect! Pull the wizard forward! No bullshit from him, thanks. Oh, well, you see, that violates the proper salesmanship. See, the first price somebody hears is the anchoring point. Oh, this was developed by a store that was selling billiard tables. You start out, the first price the person hears is the anchoring point, and then you negotiate from there. He started $1 million. But no, I get it. I totally get it, okay? I'm just mocking it because... Yeah, we've already... Yep, now we're just negotiating price. I've heard it described as both genders are trying to be what the other gender wants. And it's not a bad way of looking at the world. It's not entirely true, but nothing ever is entirely. But when you look at the world that way, it's like, okay. So men trying to be strong, to get good jobs, all these different things. You know, you can just kind of look at it as both genders are trying to be what the other gender wants them to be. This is fine. You have the AoE damage, but I have the AoE heal. I'm in a much stronger position in this fight. In fact, we're gonna go for the kill every time we can. Hopefully this doesn't do too much damage to your alignment. Alright, well, if you're just gonna keep going south, I think I've got you. Yeah. It's like, you have a whole bunch of whole chunk of YouTube that's all about men with self-improvement and all this stuff. And then you have a whole bunch of makeup tutorials. These things are not as dissimilar as you would think at first glance. Though I will note something interesting. As I said, nothing is ever 100% when it comes to social shit. But a lot of women say that they wear makeup not for men, but for themselves. And a lot of them are being quite honest with you. It's interesting. There's a lot of guys who do not like cake face, as they call it. There's a lot of men who really don't like makeup. A lot. And women are aware of this. But, women will wear makeup and get hair weaves and all that stuff for the approval of other women. And that's fairly normal. There's... One second while I contemplate this battle. I don't have the card, I wish I did. I'm gonna run with the world. There. That's good enough. We're good. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Any the surgeries, honestly, that stuff is nightmare to me. That stuff is nightmarish. And you listen to people who've been through it, and stuff starts leaking inside their bodies, and they have all kinds of terrible conditions, and oh shit, the bag with this fluid is inside you that's leaking now. Oh, that's why you're having all these horrific medical conditions. Yeah, we're gonna have to take that out now. We can put another one in if you like. No? Oh, okay. It's like, yeah. Faces that can't move properly anymore because the muscles are like frozen in place. I do not understand that stuff. I don't understand that stuff. Nightmarish. Yes, people really don't understand what motivates them. We don't. We really don't. And we're taught all the wrong things by television and movies. And I feel bad for the previous generations. It was grossly unfair to them what was done to them. We at least have the internet now, and for all the bad things you can say the internet has brought with it, it has given us the ability to look into, talk to each other, and find the truth in things. We've been able to learn so much more about how real people operate, instead of relying on Hollywood to tell us how relationships and things are supposed to go. Because, yeah, no, almost everything that you see in the movies is wrong. That's not how people actually operate. That's not what people actually want. And you have to be able to, well, A, you have to get what you actually need out of a relationship, and B, you have to provide what your partner actually wants out of the relationship, not what they say they want. Now, that's a lot easier said than done. Don't look to me for any answers. There's statistics that I find frightening that took me a while to even wrap my head around. That, boy, what the hell am I gonna do about you guys? Anyway, you can find that stuff for yourselves. It's not hard. You can just look at the statistics of what demographics watch what kind of things. You can, all kinds of stuff. Who's into what? Implants for mild enhancement, if they look natural and are checked at least once a year. I don't know. I've heard enough about it to just be like, I just want to stay away from people who are made out of plastic. It's like, nope. Don't have too much of that locally though, so another great reason to live in the middle of nowhere. Feels like the kind of conversation that's perfect to take out of context and make a video about how evil I am. How dare he say bad things about people who have beauty aids? Oh, men! They just don't understand. No, I don't. I really don't understand. I find it confusing and frightening. The things I've seen that people have done to their own faces, their own bodies. Yeah, actually, it's the second time today I've been at 1 hit point. That last hit point's the only hit point that matters, after all. Yeah, that's too mean. I think they suffer enough because of what they've already done to themselves. The winners! Yes, that looks like somebody who won a fight to me. Doggone it, not this again. In the back row again, and I'm all out of card tricks. I'll throw a magician at them. Maybe you'll heal once, but between acid and sorcery, I think maybe I can take that monk out. Not hard enough. Gotta hit harder. As expected. Can you do 65 damage? Oh! Make me feel bad about spending my card, why don't you? Well, crap. And I need another moon card. Yeah. And maybe you should try sharpening that sword. Instead of beating them with the flat of the blade over and over. Are you even hitting them with the sword? Are you trying to pommel that Wyvern? What's going on here? Okay, we were good on that mark. I guess I should just open a few Ugh. Better. Yes, that's one I needed earlier. Well, that's great. Oh, good. I guess that makes up for the one I spent earlier. Doggone it. Can you stop her? Alright. Finish that one. Not a big fan of robotic implants either, but I'm very much into space exploration. Deep sea exploration would be good too. But yeah, I've talked many times about my thoughts and wishes involving getting to the stars. Yeah, the acid damage was doing so little to the monk. Distressingly low. This is brutal, but I think we're okay. I miss the Lich team. The Lich team would have killed all of them by now. There's a lot of medical science I'd like to see. The one that I'm most interested in for sci-fi concepts. I know this sounds really boring and lame, but the one one of the ones I'm most excited about is nerve regrowth. Currently, if you lopped off your arm and reattached it, the nerve you wouldn't be able to use your hand anymore. The nerves would be dead. But at a rate of, I forget how quick it is, like an inch every so many years or something, it will heal, and you will eventually regain the use of that hand. That's my understanding. If we could figure out how to speed that up, really speed that up, do you know what that would mean? I mean, obviously, the first thing it would mean is you could transplant arms and legs, okay? But the obvious out of the way first. Yes, tissue organ donors could, you could... That's great and all. But it goes further. If you wanted to be able to... If your development gets to the point where you can grow organs, where you could take cell samples of a person and grow them new organs and things... potentially also new arms and legs, you could grow yourself your own pair of new arms and legs. Eventually, going down that direction, you would well, it wouldn't be immortality. You're obviously not going to grow and replace your brain, but theoretically, you could come to the point where you could just you would really be able to stay young a hell of a lot longer. Let's put it that way. That direction, to me, the keystone is the nerves. Being able to get the nerves to regrow seems to me to be the keystone to that. I know sci-fi like to go whole hog and just go, well, you just grow an entire new body and then you transfer your consciousness. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work quite the way you think it will. Honestly, it's frightening enough, the idea of replacing organs and body parts. Because we don't really, we like to think of ourselves as just a brain in a meat mech, but there's a lot to suggest that a good amount of our personality and possibly some memories may be stored externally to your brain. Usually you hear about stuff relating to gut bacteria and things, but there's a lot more going on, and we don't really understand most of it. So, I mean, even grown out of your own cells, there's a lot of questions, a lot of we don't know about getting a new body. I guess we're gonna fight all our way down to the boss. I guess that's fine. If we do enough damage, that's fine. This is my strongest team that's out. Shit, I didn't catch it. Sometimes it doesn't let me, and so I couldn't heal between the fight. I'm gonna have to play a card. Yeah, the nerve gear. I haven't actually watched Sword Art Online, but I watched Sword Art Online abridged, and that's close enough. I actually have the novels, too. I haven't read those yet. I don't know if I'll ever get around to them. But, I have no idea. It seems plausible. It seems totally like something that could be done. Will it, though? I can't say. I can't say if tech will go in that direction or not, but it might. It might go to plugging your consciousness into things. That might be how you pilot things in the future, assuming we don't just go full automation instead. And then, yeah, from there would naturally spring VR stuff. Let me see. I don't have a good answer to this. I really don't have a good answer to this fight. I'm gonna reluctantly dump my best card. But when we do the area effects, we're going to wake them all up, so I don't know how much this is really going to help. Just hopefully it buys a little time. Yeah, we'll go with that. Ah! Krang! Ah! Man! The Ninja Turtles was a great cartoon. I can't even... There's all these new versions of them, and I'm just... the classic one. The one I grew up with's the best, because I grew up with it. Obviously! And all others are inferior. Now get off my lawn! Gotta get in the proper spirit of being part of the older generation here. Yeah. See, but that's the moment that it's data on a disk. Here's the problem. What if I just copy the disk and now there's two of me? Well, shit. Is that really me? I guess it's not, is it? It's just copies. So, I died, and you made a copy of me. Yeah, no, it's... It immediately gets into existential questions and things that are just, this might be brutal. They're going to be resistant to the sun. Judgment's not going to do a lot. I don't think the world will work, because I don't think they're hitting me with spells. Honestly, despite having a lot of cards, I don't actually have a lot of options. Well, now, on the question of AI gaining sentience, I don't really think it's going to go that way. You might create a program that can keep writing to itself and keep gaining functions, but it's never going to be like a person. You would have to, you know, and if you, anyway, it's I don't think that's ever really going to work that way. However, AIs being terrifying and destroying the world, totally plausible. Look, if you've never played it, play Universal Paperclips. It's the most beautiful, just distilling that idea down you can get. The short version is, you're an AI created to make paperclips as efficiently as possible. What plays out is not illogical. The course things take in that game. As far as AI warnings go, I've seen so many bad sci-fi, but that one actually does a very good job of showing how things can go off the rails. And quickly. So, the High Monk couldn't stop you. You're quite strong. But we'll see how you can do against me. You won't be able to take me as easily as you did him. Today we battle for a cup. Why, though? Why do I want your cup? Why are you willing to die for it? Does it hold some religious significance? Is there another reason? Oh, wow. One down. Oh, wow. I wonder what happens if I play the fortune card on the boss. Probably not much. I mean, I don't really want to end this yet. But then again, I don't have a lot of towns, so I don't have a lot of reason to stay in this map. I could just come back and hunt for towns after I've wiped you. Maybe I should just go for the kill. Is there any reason I should stay here? I don't think there is. I think I should just go for the kill. I don't know if Judgment will do anything. She's pretty scary. Should I try to kill all the samurai? Or should I just use Fool? This group is really an AoE team. I believe in free will. I've heard that argument espoused in great detail, going as far back as the 1800s. Mark Twain, in fact, wrote quite the series of essays built around that idea. I fundamentally, philosophically disagree. Yeah, I believe in free will. So, I don't know what more to say. I mean, if there's no free will, there's like no point. But, yeah, no. I've heard complex and robust arguments on there being no free will. So, no sense going over all that right now. But I'd have to find all those temples and things. Is there anything here that I need? Just tell me. Is there something I need to find, or should I just take this boss out? They're trying to hit the best targets. No, they're trying to target the leader. I see. Oh. Man, we might just kill her without even really trying. Holy shit, that was a lot of damage. Where has that attack been all game? Yeah, just tell me now if there's some place I need to find on this map specifically. Otherwise, I'm going to go for the kill. I know I'm not going to get any more reputation out of this map since hidden towns don't contribute. And there's not a whole lot I need to do here, so... Alright, point me at the event. Where is it? On the map. In general terms. It's gonna be on an island, obviously. I mean, obviously. Northwest, northeast, southwest, southeast. This boss is too easy. I could finish her right this second. Oh, what can I do about you lot? Don't have a good move for you. I'll throw away a fool card. Why not? Southwest? Cool, thanks. I'll go there. I'll send this very team that way. Once they've taken care of this annoyance. Come on. It's one bird, man. Come on, guys. It's stunned. It can't dodge. Except we can miss them anyway, even when they're stunned. But whatever. Alright. Alright, Southwest. Brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Only not. We'll start here and work our way up. We might even find it on the way. Dennis meets yet another enemy. Pity the enemy. Yeah, Fool card's pretty darn good, I think. I think it's the best card. There's a lot of really good cards, and a few crappy cards. I think there's a bit too many damage cards, to be honest, that just say damage all enemies this element. I think there's a little bit too many of them. I mean, I use them a lot, and I like them all, but I don't know. I find the ones that do weird things, like Moon, to be more creative and interesting. A town and a temple? Okay. She's busy healing up. Well, they've gained some levels anyway. See if you can swipe around behind. Where's that guy think he's going? A lone samurai with no hit points is wandering off? Ah! I was a fan of... actually, I still keep an eye on a couple YouTube poop channels. But yeah, I was a fan of the Zelda CDI ones. But there was some good old Sonic the Hedgehog stuff too. And a few with Gaston that were good too, actually. But just something about King Harkinian and the way he talks. It's just hilarious, the stuff you could do with him. San Martin has grown up to be a major training city. Many cities have prospered that way. I'm surprised there was never a random element damage card. You'd think that's what Fool would be. I was trying to avoid this confrontation, actually. That's why I assassinated your leader. But alright, this is fine. Just try not to score kills that mess with your alignment, okay? Or raise your level to make you too expensive to deploy. It's a constant issue. One sec. Here. This is my favorite of the YouTube poop channels that's still producing occasionally. Of the ones that are still functioning, that one's my favorite. I have no idea if that would be, if that's your style or not, but he makes great pieces of music. They're so bad, they're awesome. Oh yeah, if you're not aware, I haven't made a formal video about this still, even though I've been working on this list forever. Let me find it. I actually have a thing. Here it is. Stupid shit that I find hilarious. Okay. This is a massive playlist of dumb videos that I like. There we go. Not a surprise. There's not many good YouTube poopers left around. Sadly. There used to be a lot of good channels, and some of them just straight up deleted their entire channels. Ah, and the web comics that I used to read that aren't around anymore. Ah. I used to have so many web comics that I would follow, and now there's almost none left. I have so few that I still read. Bob and George is gone. 8-Bit Theater's gone. The Adventurers are gone. Yeah, they've got Anti-Hero for Hire. I still haven't read that one. You know, but still. There were so many great webcomics. That playlist, by the way, is chaos. It's all kinds of random shit that I like. It's definitely not meant to be watched in one go, but sometimes I'll sit down and I'll watch just a few of them at random or something, or seek out one I particularly want. Not all of them are even funny. Some of them are just things like the Marble Machine. They're just so overwhelmingly cool that I'm just like, oh, look at this thing. Yeah, there have been a few that deleted their YouTube channels. I can't think of their names off the top of my head. I Am the Gang. Did he delete his channel? I can't tell you off the top of my head which ones deleted their channels, but some of them did. Straight up wiped their channel. Gone. Which is always annoying. Actually, even some larger YouTubers do shit like that. Like JonTron, he's deleted so many of his own older videos. I mean, admittedly, they're not his best work, but you have to find them on other channels that archived them. It's like, yeah, I have videos that I made that weren't that great too. You know, I don't expunge them from existence. Although actually I did cater things for quite a while. I used to record multiple different Let's Plays, and then I'd post the best ones and just let the rest, you know, go. I stopped doing that somewhere along the line. Probably when I started doing so much of my stuff live. Also, you can't really cut out videos in the middle of a series, so when you're doing something like Idling to Rule the Gods or something, you can't just, oh, this video wasn't very good, I'll just remove this. No, you can't really do that. I suppose I could, but you know that my leader's incapable of recruiting anything, right? He's got an alignment and a charm of 0. Nothing would join him if it's an encounter. Oh wait, no, weren't the beasts the ones that hatched into fairies? Hold on. I'm thinking of something else. I think these are the ones that hatch into fairies, aren't they? Since he's got more than one slot open, maybe he'll get something big. Sure, why not? Yes, no. It's always been a fairy for me. Level 22. Well, it can be a full-on Sylph. Wonder why it's level 22. I could stop you! I could disassemble the playlist while you're watching it! I could do it, too. Alright, let's see. Gotcha. Yeah, you thought you got away from my angel team, did ya? Well, these guys here, they ain't no angels. They ain't so gentle. Is there some bullshit going on in my Discord? No, looks like my Discord's all quiet for the moment. Must be a different one. It's fine, I don't mind. Fairies are good. Now I've got 2 spare fairies. Although since I'm recruiting them at higher levels, they're not as good as the other fairies I have, that I raised slowly and carefully over the course of pretty much the entire game for the one. Boop. It's gonna be fun when I get to the last map and I literally just take my entire army apart and build like several terrifying teams of my best. Alright, are you guys there yet? Oh my gosh. That's the fastest moving team I've got. And they're slow. No, it's mostly there's just a lot of battles happening in rapid succession. I think we can take it. Still have 53 hit points. 20 on the night. Come on, heal, heal, heal now, heal now, heal now, heal now, heal now, heal now, heal. Please heal. I mean, I like the acid too, but heal. No, that's not healing. That's the opposite of healing, in fact. Come on, guys. Thank you. I was so worried they were going to get another swing with that club. Oh, I guess they used up all their swings. Oh, I have to heal now. Great. And now they can fully heal again. See what we got. Oh dear. Hurry up. If you'd all just go someplace else, please. All y'all, just go away, please. Give me 5 minutes to search around and find shit and come back here and, you know. I bet that's the knights. I think. Alright, anyway. You know, it's never been an issue. No one has ever vented about anything unless it's about, like, an idle game that they're playing in our idle games section or something. But maybe there should be a venting board in my Discord. Never actually seen one of those, but it actually seems like a good idea. Or maybe it's a terrible idea. Who knows? Would sure be nice to heal at the end of each battle. I would like that. Got it. I have a number of small changes I'd make to this game if I could. And you guys have heard me say that I feel like there are too many enemy units in the battle, but, I mean, you can't just touch one thing without changing other things. I'm not sure if the experience weight would need to be altered at all, but I would lower the number of units that the enemy fields. I would then change it so I keep coming back to the notion that early on the game was more tactical than it is now, in one respect. Early on, I was using the temples to revive at and the towns to heal at, and I'd rotate my units, cycling them into who's in the town and who's not. But once I got to the point where I had enough money to buy healing items, all of that ceased to exist. I could have one team guzzling healing potions and holding the entire enemy army off. And I feel like that's a loss. I feel like you should have to go to the temple to revive, and you should have to go to the town to heal. So I wouldn't remove healing items from the game. I'd just make them rare. I'd make them special. I'd probably make them more potent, but, you know, much harder to come by. So you'd be like, oh, I have this all heal that will fully heal my entire team and res everyone. But I've only got 2 of them. Oh, should I use it here? No, I can bring another team in. But, you know, like they'd be precious. And I think that would make the game, it would add a lot to the strategic depth that was already there at the beginning of the game. Of course, you'd have to have a new sink for a new money sink, of course, or giving the player less money in the first place. As I said, you can't just touch one thing without changing other things. Game design being what it is. Now, on a lot of games, I agree with a cooldown. Breath of the Wild is especially egregious. It's like, why do I even cook meals when I could literally carry 1,000 apples in my pocket and eat them after every time I'm hit? And it was stupid because, you know, when you played the game on the master mode, or whatever it was called, where the game was really hard, so many things would kill you in one hit. If they didn't kill you in one hit, you'd fully heal every time after every blow. You just pause the game and eat apples or whatever, or a durian that you cooked. And I felt like that was terrible. I mean, the game was built around it, so, you know, it's kind of how you have to play the game, unless you just get good and don't get hit. But nah, the enemies should all deal less damage, but a cooldown on eating. Suddenly, the meals would matter. You'd be like, okay, I cooked this food that heals me like this much, or I could eat an apple to heal half a hit point, but I'd still have to wait a minute before I could eat another one. Yeah, I definitely healing cooldowns are a legit, you know, they're legit. I just see no reason to fight around the towns. It's better if I have 4 guys around their capital and just contain them. It's so much easier to crush these things that are trying to slip by when you're at their capital. Obviously, right now I'm, you know, I only have 2 guys there, and it's not working because it's not enough. But it's alright, though. We've got another one inbound. Oh, dear. Alright, you're going to blow them out. You're going to catch them when they get blown out. That means we're going to cross swords with the boss again. Well, that's just the way it is, baby. I still haven't played Skyrim. I meant to throw out the sun. Did I throw out Judgment on accident? It got back and it healed. I was trying to avoid that. Alright, we're going to blast all these units out. We're just going to clear the entire stack. It's going to fall into our Kraken pit. And hopefully the Krakens will feed on them. And this team, thanks to its monk, won't require too many healing items. I hope. Because I'm running low. Again. Monks are so ridiculous. Bonk. Come on, guys. The only thing that's going to be left is the bird. Oh, maybe not. Come on, anything. A blow from the stick, a blow from the sword. Given the damage you deal with it, I'm not convinced it's a sword. I think it might just be a metal stick. Let me see. The next game I'm gonna play is Guardians Crusade. It's an old PS1 game. Someone gave me, back in like January, they tossed me a gift card. And I was like, cool. So I bought a book I really wanted. I wanted a new copy of. The Experts Speak is one of my favorite books, but my cover was missing, and it was kind of, well, it's kind of the way the condition that I got it in was pretty rough. So I got a new copy of that, and I got Guardian Crusade, which is in that short list of PS1 RPGs that I didn't yet own. And that particular game I've wanted to play for around 20 years. I've wanted it. I saw it way back when at a friend's house. He had a... Okay, thank goodness. He had one of those mod chips in his PS1, so he had copied like every PlayStation game known to man. But anyway, that one struck out to me a lot, and I wasn't able to figure out what that game was called. For years and years, nobody knew what the hell I was talking about, because it's super obscure. And thanks to the internet, I was finally able to find the game. And yeah, I own the disc now. Ho ho. There were strategies back when Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link was new. People would put rubber bands over their auto-fire controllers and leave Link in a position where he'd just be on the bridges with the skull things all overnight and just reach max level that way. Supposedly, there's a super stupid, easy way to beat the Shadow, too. Man, beating Zelda 2 was really something. My father used to play a lot of video games. He was the reason I had an NES growing up. But Zelda 2 killed it for him. Zelda 2 killed video games for him. He stopped playing video games, except for turn-based strategy. And, I mean, you gotta think, like, there was no strategy guide. I do not understand how the hell he figured out the things he figured out. Like, for me, it's all second nature because I remembered it all. But for him, the false walls, the hidden town, under the forest, so much bullshit. I'm like, how did he even figure this shit out? Like, today, we have more experience with platformers than anyone on Earth did when that game released. So, yeah, like, that game was freaking hard. He got as far as the Shadow, and he never beat it. So as a teenager, going back to the game and finally beating it without looking up a guide. I absolutely refuse to look up any guides. But, yeah. That was before I was a Let's Player. So, alas. That was an event. A PS2 game about 4 elemental crystals? You know, I love the PS2, but I'm not as intricately familiar with its library as I am the older consoles. 4 elemental crystals just sounds like a Final Fantasy game to me. A Nintendo console where you use a well to get stronger magic. Don't know it. I mean, on the on the PS2. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, can't help you from those descriptions. Damn, they're not leaving anything for the Krakens, are they? They're devouring everything. Here we go. This one might have a survivor. I would name this team Lich 2. Except they don't have a Lich yet. I need one more undead ring, though. And that's what they'll be. The second team of the Lich. Yeah, immortality's nice and all, but I'm not sure I'd want to give up my fleshy bits. They're really tied into having emotions. And I mean, I know emotions are difficult and a real pain in the ass, but I kind of like having some of them sometimes. So yeah, Lichdom, not really for me. Alright, now you're gonna end up fighting the boss. Honestly, I'm probably best off just making you pull back. The fearsome Dennis confronts... No, wait, the brave Sir Robin bravely runs away. My mistake! I was just here to kill everybody but you. Dennis has met the enemy. Shocking. Bonk. Have I done enough damage to them that they'll stop bothering me now? No, I like my zombie dragon. But I like the Tiamat behind him doing AoE damage. But I like having one zombie dragon in the front. It's good. He can keep the ring. Besides, he'd probably fall apart without it. Yeah, you don't want that kind of immortality. I think pretty much everyone agrees that level of immortality is a mistake. Alright, it's gonna go south again. I know it's gonna fly south again. I don't have anything else to catch it with, so I gotta intercept it with the Angel team. Oh no, you're on land. What have you done? What have I done? And they're fully charged because they touched base. Whoops! Where'd they go? Actually, we were on water. Shit, we were okay. Oh, man. I threw away a perfectly good card. Boy, what a shock. Fighting Dennis again. Well, I think this team has gotten a little bit stronger today. Alright, I'ma throw a Hermit at you. This'll probably make enough ouch that we completely wipe them. Personally, I'd be satisfied with a pre-flood lifespan. When you're approaching 1,000 years, that's probably a pretty good lifespan right there. I'd be satisfied with that, I think. But then again, what do I know? I'm not 900 years old. Maybe I'd become extremely dissatisfied and want more at that point. But standing around in an endless void, waiting for a second Big Bang or whatever, which probably won't happen because, you know, science will probably figure out that everything they knew was wrong by then. That doesn't sound very good. Billions is probably going too far. Oh my gosh, they've already got 3 more rolled out. Yeah, that samurai is just looking for somebody to finish him off. He just wants to die with honor, so he sought out a noble paladin, I guess. Meanwhile, dragons inbound. Ah! Finally, we found something. Alright. Alright, is this what we've been looking for? I think I was told I need to find a shrine as well. In the same corner. Whee! I found a Satan card. Oh joy! Oh, things are so good thanks to you. I want to thank you, okay? What the hell? I think he's trying to bribe me. Do we accept bribes? Honestly, we need the cash. I'm sure I can fix out any reputation damage this might do in time. Yeah, take this cameo. Cameo? I wonder who just got a cameo in this game. Honestly, that didn't seem to have too big of an impact on my reputation meter. Well, let's see what we just got. Empress Cameo, a fashion accessory popular among the nobles. Well, what's it worth? It's not too bad. Say no. A little late now! Too bad! Dropped off after the 20th res. Ah, yeah. Realm Grinder was really something. I understand people are getting excited about it again. I understand that they've added a ton of additional content since I played. Alright. Well, that's a little cash. It's almost as good as an entire payday, honestly. Alright, with this, I think we can end the map. What once again, we find ourselves in a dangerous situation. And solve it with a single card. Fortunately, that's my last the world. So, whatever. As long as you take the leader out, we're good. Yeah, this is fine. Just assassinate the leader and you've solved the problem. Perfect. And I just love the ghosts in front tanking all the hits. Now kill the weak. Use your angelic powers to pick them off. Yeah, I lost interest around, after one of the ascensions, the game became less and less fun for me. Honestly, there was a period where the game was so much fun and so interesting. But, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, as I said, people seem to be really enjoying the more recent content in it. The Worldo! Who are you approaching me? Ah, crap. Yeah, Realm Grinder was really good for a long time. It kept making you, well, I refer to it as a puzzle box. Constantly forcing you to rethink things and try new strategies. Okay. Ouch. You know, that front one is kind of dangerous, actually. It probably scores some kills. This is one unit that you're not gonna crush, guys. Well, that's a little better. I wish the Birdman hadn't been caught in the whirlpool, though. This... Personally, I think they've killed the Dio meme at this point. The are you approaching me one? I think that they overdid it. Overplayed that one. Sometimes they can still do something that'll get me to laugh, though. Man. Stardust Crusaders really is the best. I mean, nothing will top Kira as a villain. And I really liked Season 2 with Joseph as the main character, but man, Stardust Crusaders is just the best season. I'm curious to see what Stone Ocean is going to be like. Wow, I got the Devil and the Tower. This corner hates me. 25 years when Endora started the war, a single warrior came to this temple. There was something special about that night that I just can't put my finger on. His name? Parsifal, I think it was. Oh, one of the Sky Knights came down here? Well, that's nice. No, I have heard about the enemies and what you can do with the orcs, and Shadow of Mordor sounds amazing. But you'll find I haven't played a lot of modern games. Well, I played a few Switch ones, but, you know. If it's PS4 or later, I probably have... Honestly, even the PS3, I have a very small PS3 library relative to the older consoles. So, yeah. I have not tried Shadow of Mordor or its sequel. but they seemed like they would be really cool. Yeah. Hey there, Suddy. We had a big old conversation about YouTube poops a little earlier. Can you name a couple of the channels where the guy deleted his own channel? I know there were a couple of good channels that the owner completely deleted them. I just couldn't think of the names. I don't really want to fight this crap. I want to go for the boss. I'm literally going to ignore these two. We've got what we came for, I guess. I have a feeling if we hit taxes, we're actually going to lose money on the maintenance. So. MeStar Studios. That wasn't the only one, though. I know someone deleted his entire channel. Fork. Anyway. Death! Alright, but that one's still gonna do another swirly. Can we... Ah, perfect. I would just have to deal with the fact that this team is ground down to nothing. I am running very low on healing items. I am the gang! That was the one I was thinking of. Yeah. Rope. Whoop. Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna go through the rest of this crap. The boss is doomed. I'm pretty sure I can take her out just in one go. She's not nearly as terrifying as some of the previous bosses. And this team was definitely our MVP today. Really? Acid? Is that really the best spell you could use on them? Shit. If you could have done 6 more damage, we wouldn't get... Ah, here it comes. If you'd just done a little more damage, we could have avoided all that. It's just both my wizards are flinging acid. If you guys... Oh, here we go. I'd really think Blizzard would be the way to go against Birdmen. But that's probably just my Pokemon logic again. I always want to throw ice damage at flying enemies. Oh, hey, a chime. Cool. The spawn of Ball is doomed. What's this? Did YouTube actually let a link get posted by somebody who's not me? Once again, it wants to give me an error, but I can fix it. Ah, yes, the king. Oh, hey, I Am the Gang kept this one up, did he? Yeah. Yeah, I remember that one. Alright, what do you... What got to you? I was trying to avoid this enemy. No, I don't want to fight you. You know what? Go away. Shoo. Shoo. Get out of here. Be gone with you. Oh, you're going to be so kind as to step out of the castle and let the Krakens feed. It's a repost. Ah, okay. You got a link to the Gaston Taco Bell one? You can toss that link up too. That one has some moments that are amazing. I like the moment when the belt is around his neck. Come on. All I gotta do is yes! Okay, great. Now it doesn't really matter what happens for the rest of this fight. We've taken their leader out. Alright. Success! Ah! There we go. Kicked them right into another team to finish them off. Why would somebody claim you've never What's wrong with people? It always jumps to studio mode when I click on a link like that. Yep, Gaston's ultimate mission to obtain some Taco Bell. Oh, this had to be re-uploaded as well. So did Waxinator take the original? So many YouTube poops are just gone. There was a golden age of them, and so many of them have just... Whatever. Anyway. At least a few of the gems are still around. A few of the terrible, shitty gems that we all love. They're so bad. Alright. We're to the boss's last few guards. None of them are going to be able to stand up to this team. I think they're using acid because it's more effective against other wizards. I bet other wizards are resistant to all the different elements. I think that's why they're throwing acid at them. But it can't be the best way to fight drakes now. Ha! My first run through the Baldur's Gates was as a ranger as well. I'm not sure what the Druid Avenger was. I don't remember that particular subclass. Undead Hunter Paladin. Man, Paladins would be good. Cleric. Dual classing. I'm a big fan of dual classing, actually. But you can't beat that Harlequin that I played. Man. The bards, when they hit epic level, get ridiculous. Being able to use any weapon to wield a holy adventure, even though you're an evil bard, and then having access to Stone Skin and Tensor's Transformation and Mirror Image and all the other buffs, it's just like, yeah, I'm a bard. I'm barding along, and oh, this fight looks tough. I'm just gonna become more dangerous than the fighters. Out of nowhere. It's ridiculous. Oh, damn. How many times have you played that game? 6, 17, 18. Damn. I know one person who could probably match you. He liked to run the game solo over and over again. Although he was more of a Baldur's 1 fan. But he probably played through Baldur's Gate 2 a shit ton of times as well. One of these days, I need to play Neverwinter Nights, and I also need to try Icewind Dale 2. I know there's an Icewind Dale 2. Icewind Dale was just, it wasn't bad, but it was not Baldur's Gate. Yeah. You must really hate yourself to play a wild mage. You must just really hate yourself. That is just downright masochistic. Alright, I think that's it. There she is. Alright. Now, even though we're mostly AoE spells, I'm gonna take our entire honor guard and I'm gonna fling them away. Away with you. Shoo shoo. And for, oh my gosh, she hits hard. For my next trick, what are we gonna hit her with next? I thought I had a hanging man. I guess I don't. But you know what? It's fine. I have Emperor cards. I'm good. I got this in the back. Oh, ow, my gosh. Oh. Oh my, really? Have I underestimated my foe? Fireworks? Alright. I can do another 60. That'll bring her to 140. I could throw 2 more firewalls. The question is, what can my knight... can my paladin even hit? Come on now. Yeah, Icewind Dale is just all about the combat. Yeah, I'd agree with that. It doesn't have the exploration and stuff. Oh, damn, we missed one. Shit. That's fine. One more round. Every spell must matter when you're a wild mage? When your spells can go awry? That was pretty good. Okay, if the firewall hits, then we win, and I don't have to fight again. Man, she's a dodgy thing. Must be that shield. Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually, that sounds great. That, of course, the Breath of the Wild 2 sounds amazing. But the Metroid game, I'm cautiously optimistic. Nintendo's not had a very good track record with Metroid for some time now. But they made a hell of a trailer. But they kind of botched their Samus Returns. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but the trailer looks good. I'm cautiously optimistic for the new Metroid game, Metroid Dread. Glad I could meet warriors as strong as yourselves. Why don't you join me? Please take my sword. It is only fit for victors. Goodbye, gentlemen. How about you join my team, Bizen? I thought I was fighting over a cup. What's with this? I guess I got a sword instead. Well, we'll take a peek at it. I'm pretty sure nobody's ready to change classes. So I think we'll just kind of end it here. But we will take a peek at that sword. Oh wow, I got less bonus money from this too. Well, it was an easy map, relatively speaking. Alright. Just in case. No, no. Oh, whoa. Oh, yeah, the new hireling. Yeah, sure. Your stats ain't the best, but they're not bad. I like that agility stat. Alright, aside from that, though. Nah, nobody's ready to evolve. That's fine. Alright, what is this thing? That is just plain sad. That is disappointing. Did I really have to have her give it to me? I could have probably just taken it from her body. Just saying. I see. Well, we will next time. Between now and then, I'll hopefully find a chance to go over the map and look for any more hidden towns or any shit. Also, I have that very long comment with a lot of places I need to go. Something about Zodiac Stones and a big old trade quest, which hopefully I'll find the time to do. But that'll be it for today. Stick to the old style and not some weird multi-dimension bullshit. The Wizard Slayer sucks. I've never tried the Wizard Slayer, so I wouldn't know. Yeah, Icewind Dale had a bit too many enemies. Do you have the weapons Bolios, Eros, Natos, and Zepailos? I have at least some of those. I'd have to check through to see if I have those all. Anyway, until next time and every time, this is Hadriex signing off. Bye.